Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chloe and I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, so make sure you subscribe to see more. Today is going to be a travel tips video and I'm applying this to Disney because we all know, well if you don't, I don't know where you've been, but I am going to Disney this year, so this is going to be a so you've booked Disney, what now? And I'm going to be sharing the top things that you should be doing as soon as you have booked your Disney holiday. So the first thing I've got on my list is to plan a rough itinerary. Now I say rough because it can always change, but what you need to do is you need to write down everything that you want to accomplish. So you need to be writing down what you're going to want to do every day. So for me this means writing down that you want to hit Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and they're going to take about a day each, and then go on to include Universal, whether you want to do that for 2, 3 days, however long. Also incorporate any other days in there, so if you want to do the premium outlets for a day or you want to go over to Kennedy Space Centre, get those all down onto paper. This is going to give you a really good idea on how many days you've got left. So once you've got all of those written down, you can see how many extra days you've got, so you can start to plan it a little bit better and see what you might want to do 2 of, or just have a few free days. So that is tip number 1, get a rough itinerary planned. Now I say rough because this rolls into my second tip, and this may change or vary based on what kind of reservations you can have. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the racket outside, there's currently a storm going on. It's not raining, but the wind has been howling for the last couple of days and it's atrocious, so I'm just not going to get away from the fact that it is blowing a gale out of there, so sorry about that. So like I was saying, the itinerary may change based on what you can do each day, and this goes into our second tip, which is to book your advanced dining reservations in, or at least know where you're going to want to book. So at Disney, the advanced dining reservations open 180 days in advance, so that gives you plenty of time to decide where you're wanting to go and what you want to book in for. But do take note, the popular places will sell out really quickly. All the reservations will go at that 180 day mark, but do keep checking back. So if it gets to the 180 days and you go on to book your reservations and you don't see the time slot for what you want, keep checking back, because cancellations will come up, people's plans will change, and then when you actually get to there on the day as well, if you've still not got a reservation, it's always just worth checking in the My Disney Experience app. You might get lucky and there might be something available for you, but my advice is to get it booked as soon as you can in that 180 days before you go. My third tip is you need to decide what is most important to you from your holiday. So start compiling a bucket list. That's things you must do, you must see, you must eat, because we all know Disney has a whole load of amazing snacks that I am just so excited to try. I've got a bucket list going myself of things that I really want to try and eat, and things I need to experience, so whether that's a certain parade, a certain show, meeting a character, eating a Mickey and Premium ice cream bar. You need to start compiling a list so that you know what you're going to do while you're out there. And this goes along with that rough itinerary. So when you have a rough itinerary and a bucket list, you can look at your bucket list and be like, right, I know these things are in this certain park. So then on your itinerary, you can have a little list of what you want to try and accomplish each day. You do need to be aware though, when you are planning your Disney trip, if this is your first time going, you're not going to accomplish everything that you set out to do. It is just impossible. There are so many things. Once you're there, you get involved with the atmosphere and the feeling of it, and you just get carried away sometimes, and sometimes you won't hit everything on your itinerary, but that's okay to just go with the flow. You are on holiday, but just be aware that you'll probably come home having not achieved everything you wanted to, but that's okay, you can go back. So something a little bit boring now, but it is equally as important, is that you need to get some travel insurance sorted. There are so many different travel insurance companies out there now, and they will cover you for a whole range of different things, and you need to make sure you're finding the one that is right for you. So a great company to get your travel insurance from, again like I say, you do have to find the one that is right for you, but I know a great company is FlexiCover, and currently at the moment they do have a promotion running, so I will leave a little code across the screen which is going to get you 10% off any travel insurance that you book before the 31st of March this year. So if you've just booked a holiday, you need to get your travel insurance sorted, use this code and you'll get 10% off as well. I will leave a little link to that down in the description box below, along with the code as well, in case you forget it. But it is really important that you do have some kind of travel insurance. By getting the travel insurance as soon as you book your holiday as well, you're going to be covered for a whole range of things. You never know what might come up and you have to cancel or modify your holiday, and if you have that travel insurance right away from the start, it is going to cover you for all of those things. If you don't take your travel insurance out until just before you go on holiday, it's only going to cover you for that holiday portion if something was to happen while you were out there, or flights got delayed or anything like that. Again, you do have to check all your terms and conditions in your own kind of policies, but this is just a kind of brief outline of most policies that they have out there. So by taking it out instantly, you're getting the most out of your insurance, and you're going to be covered for a lot more things. And I know some people think, oh, it's okay, I'll just get it the day before I go and I'll get the basic one. I know firsthand that it is so important. So my husband Lee was set to go on holiday a couple of years ago with his best friend, and then something came up and they ended up not being able to go on it. Nothing major, but it just meant he had to have an operation and he couldn't go on holiday. Now, he'd taken out his travel insurance as soon as he booked the holiday, and he actually managed to recoup the whole cost of the holiday back. At least I think it was the whole cost of the holiday. If it wasn't the whole cost of the holiday, it was a massive chunk that if he didn't have that travel insurance wouldn't have been covered, and he would have just lost the whole holiday money. So it is super important to have your cover. Another kind of boring but very necessary thing for when you're traveling to America is you need to get your ESTAs in line. ESTA is a visa waiver program, so it means that we don't have to go to like the embassy in London or whatever and apply for an American visa. It allows us to stay in the US for, I think it's 90 days without having a visa. We can just go on holiday and we don't need to worry about any of it. But it is really important, again, that you get your ESTAs done as soon as you get your holiday booked. For most people, the process does run super smoothly. All you have to do is click on the official government website. Now, you have to be careful because there are a whole range of different websites out there that try and con you for extra money or will do the process for you for a little bit more. But it's only $14 if you do it direct, and it literally takes minutes to do. And I know that most people get it back within like the 48-hour period. Me personally, I've done it twice and I've got an instant response saying that I've been passed or whatever it is, that I've qualified for it. So it is so simple and really important. For whatever reason, if your ESTA didn't go through smoothly and say it was flagged or whatever, then you would have to go to a visa appointment in London, which I have heard can take up to 6 months sometimes. And if you've got a holiday booked, say in like 9 to 6 months, which is probably about average for what people book their holiday like time in advance, that's pushing it a little bit. You know, you definitely want to get it in as early as you can. And also, visas are super expensive, and also you never know what it's going to flag up. You could have like the same name as somebody else, it might have flagged them up, but because you've got the same name, it might have just halted your application slightly. So crazy things can go on, so make sure you get them done as soon as you can. So that's all of the boring things out of the way, and my final tip is to have fun. Watch all of the YouTube videos on planning and vlogs of people experiencing it there. A great one that we have found since booking our trip is DFB Guide, and it's AJ who does them, and oh, her videos are just incredible. They're so good. Focus mainly on food, but she does go into a whole range of different things, like what new attractions are coming and like the best hotels to stay at. And just by watching these videos, you get really excited and really in the Disney spirit. Another one is start watching your Disney films. So especially if you have youngsters going with you, you're going to want to start brushing up on your Disney kind of like knowledge. So start watching the films. That way when you go to the park, you're going to know what all the different bits are, you're going to understand parts of the ride, and it's just really exciting to get involved with the whole kind of like Disney community, I guess. And that is all of my travel tips for once you've booked your Walt Disney World holiday. I hope you have enjoyed watching the video. If you don't already know, I am super excited about my holiday, and I would love to know in the comments below what holidays you've got booked and what you've got coming up this year. Make sure you subscribe to see more, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!